Hello everybody and welcome back on my channel. My name is Alex and today we're gonna make this straight grease fitting in SolidWorks. We're gonna need this for the belt tensioner and we cannot import it from the library, and on the drawing we don't have enough informations, we don't have the dimensions for it except that it's M8 and that's it, with the pitch 1 I think or something. So we'll have to find the dimensions on the internet and we'll have to go ahead and make it. We'll have 3 parts for this, which was the body, it's the spring, this ball and this body. And then we'll have to assemble them. First we'll have to open a new part. And here let's make this plain white. Of course we're gonna start with the body because it's the, let's say, the hardest part. Alright, and here we'll start with line and we'll make the next sketch just like this. Make this sketch. Okay, and now let's try to define the sketch, this drawing. So actually let's make one more center line starting from this origin point and just above this line. And now smart dimension, let's define this. First from this point to this line, here will be 16. Okay, from this line to this center line, make sure to select the center line. So we can give here the diameter will be 11.55. Okay, and now this line will have 4.5. Okay, and from this point to this line, here will be 7. Select this point or select this arc with this line and select here, make tangent. Now let's give some dimensions here also. Here the radius will be 1.5. And from this center point to this point, here will be also 1.5. Everything is in millimeters. Okay, and now let's give an angle from this line to this center line, and here will be 25 degrees. Okay, and now from this point to this line, here will be 10. And I will have to select the center point arc and we'll make here an arc with the center point on this line, horizontal with this point, and then we'll start from this point and we'll make an arc just like this. And now let's give a radius for this arc. The radius will be 3.5. Okay, and then select this point and this arc, select here coincident, and select this arc and select here construction geometry. Okay, select this point with this one, select here make horizontal. Good. And now we'll have to select Smart Dimension again and give a dimension from this point, the middle point from this arc, to this center line, and here the diameter will be 5.8. And now this should be fully defined. And let's check here a dimension from this point to this center line. Here should be 2.25. Okay. And now everything is fully defined. Let's go to features, use revolve with boss base command. And here axis of revolution should be selected this center line, and here keep 360 degrees, press OK. Nice, and now let's open a sketch in the front plane. And let's make first a center line. And I will select line and we'll make the next sketch. We'll be starting from this point, just like this. And here we'll make an arc, like this, and then we'll make another center point arc. This time will be like this. Select this point and we should make this tangent. Okay. And now with line we'll make the next part of the sketch. Select this point and select here make tangent. And now select these two lines and select here make collinear. Okay, and with smart dimension we'll have to give some dimensions. But first let's make these 2 points vertical. And now here the radius for this one should be 0.5. And for this other one should be 0.25. And this line here should have 1 millimeter. This one will have 2.5. Okay. And now let's see. Here the angle should be 135. And this line here will have 5 millimeters. And the angle from this line to this edge here will be 60 degrees. Okay, and this line right here will have 1 millimeters. And now let's select circle and let's make here a circle. Select this circle, select here construction geometry, select this point with this one, select here make coincident, and now this circle will have the diameter 2.5. And now select this point with this center point and select here make horizontal. Okay, and now everything is good. Let's go to features and let's use revolved cut. This center line we made here should be selected here, and everything should be the same. Press here OK, and now this is looking good. And now I just realized that I made a mistake in the previous sketch for the previous revolved boss base. So let's go back and fix that. We'll click on this arrow from the revolve one, click on this sketch one, and select here edit sketch. And now we'll have to delete this vertical, and we'll have to delete it. So right click on it and delete. Now this line should be blue, not black anymore, which means we can move it. So select this point and drag it on the left a little bit. And now with smart dimension we'll have to give an angle from this point, from this line to this other line. And here the angle will be 1.63 degrees. Oh, sorry. Okay, so it's 163 degrees. Here is not a vertical line. Okay, now everything should be okay. Exit the sketch. And you should not get any errors from that change. And now we have to apply the material. So right click on material, edit material. This will be steel. Apply and close. Now we have to save this. Actually, we have one more thing to do. Yeah, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting some things. We'll have to add a chamfer. So select chamfer, and here we'll select this one, dimension, distance dimension. We'll keep here symmetric, and here the distance will be 1 millimeter, and select this edge and press here OK. And now we'll also have to add the thread for this. And to do that, first we'll have to open a sketch on this face. So select this face, open a sketch, select this edge and select here convert entities command. And now we'll exit this sketch and we'll go to curves. We'll select helix and spiral. We have this sketch selected, and we'll have to change here some things. First will be here. We'll select pitch and revolution. And then here we'll keep constant pitch. The pitch will be 1 and the revolutions will be 8.5. Start angle will be 0 degrees and clockwise. And here we'll have to select taper helix. But first let's reverse here the direction. We should see it like this. And as we can see, it's going inside. So we'll have to select here taper outward, but it's not the right angle. The angle should be 1.63 degrees. Okay, and now this should be good. Press here OK. Now we'll have to make the profile for our thread. So let's find which plane is in this point. It should be the right plane. So select right plane, open a sketch, and here let's make the profile for this thread. So select line, we'll start just like this. Select this middle point from this line with this other one and select here make horizontal. And now smart dimension, let's give a dimension from this line to this one. Here will be 0.87. And now the angle here should be 50 degrees. And now let's make a center line just like this, and from this center line to this point right here should be 0.06. Now it's good. Select this point and this spiral and select here make pierce. And now go to features. Actually first let's exit this sketch and then go to features and use swept cut. This sketch, this thread profile should be selected here, and then let's select the path, should be this one. And now let's press here OK. And you should have a thread looking like this. Let's right click on this spiral and select here hide. And now we want to look this a little bit better, to be a little bit smoother. So let's select this face, let's open a sketch. And with this face selected, select here convert entities command. And now what we'll have to do is to select line and make here something like this. And select this line and select here construction geometry. Now go back to features and use extruded cut. And now here we'll select this option, draft on, and here let's keep it 1 degrees, and this should be looking better. Select here through all or blind and press OK. Nice, and this should be it for this part, for this body. And now let's actually we'll have to do one more thing is to make let's select this face and let's open a sketch, and here we'll have to make the part where the range will be. So let's select polygon and let's make a polygon just like this. Select this edge and this point and select here coincident, and now make this line horizontal. This should be fully defined. And now select a circle, center point circle, and make here a circle. Make it just a little bit bigger, and let's make it 14 millimeters. And go to features, use extruded cut, and here we'll select, instead of through all, up to next, and press OK. Okay, and now this is looking better. I think that in this part I forgot to do that. Good thing that I remembered now. Okay, and let's save this, because this part is finished. So here will be body 1. Now let's make the next part. The next part, I think that it will be the spring. So let's open a new part. This should be pretty easy. Let's open a sketch in the top plane. And here we'll start by making a circle, which will be the start of the helix. So with smart dimension, let's give a dimension for this circle. This will have the diameter 4.5. Now press OK, go to features and select helix and spiral. This one should be going up, so select here reverse the direction. This time here will be height and revolution, and the height will be 15. The revolutions will be the same. The start angle will be 0 degrees, and here we'll select again tapper helix. The angle will be 5.3 degrees. And select here, actually unselect this tapper outward. It should look just like this. And now press here OK. And now we'll have to go to swift boss base command, and we'll select here circular profile. The diameter will be 0.5. And we'll select this helix. Press OK. Now let's right click on this helix and let's select here hide. And now we'll have to make another sketch which will help us to assemble this spring faster and easier. So let's select front plane, open a sketch, select center line and make here a center line starting from this point and going up, and this should be vertical. Make sure that you have this vertical here and it's black. Now this is the only thing we have to do. Exit this sketch and let's save this part. Okay, now the last thing we have to do is the small ball. So let's open a new part. Make this plane white. Open a sketch in the top plane, and here we'll have to make select line. We'll make a line like this, and then we'll have to make an arc just like this, which will have the radius 1.25. Now this should be fully defined. Go to features, use revolved boss base command. We'll have to select this line as axis of revolution and press here OK. Now this is the ball. Let's save it. And now let's make the assembly of these three parts. So let's open a new part, select here assembly this time and press OK. Now let's select all three of them and let's import them. Let's make this plane white so we can see it better. Right click on this ball and select here float. Right click on this body and select here fix. Select this face, actually the ball, and this edge and select here coincide. And now the ball is fixed right there. Now let's make right click on this body and select here change transparency. And now let's make some axes visible. So we'll go up here to this eye, click on this arrow and select here this one, view temporary axis. We can see now this axis from this body, so select this one with Ctrl pressed, select this sketch we just made for this spring and select here coincide. Now this is good. Now we can go back here and close this. Now what we'll have to do is to select this face, this edge, sorry, with this ball and select here coincide or not. Maybe select this and select here tangent. Yes, that's it. That's the one. So select this edge from the spring with the face from the ball and select tangent. And now let's see. Let's go to spring and let's right click on this sketch and select here hide. And now this is good. It's not going anywhere. It's just rotating. Now right click on this, change the transparency back, and here we have it. Nice. This was the tutorial for today. We're gonna use this part in the big assembly at the end when we're gonna assemble all the components from this belt tensioner. And I hope that it's going to fit well because it is M8 and the size should be the one we need. We'll see when the time will come. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next tutorial.